It's your girl, Lovely D, y'all. How everybody doing out there today? Today,
What
y'all.
flavor is that? What the flavors?
Yo, let me tell y'all something, okay? Mothers with young girls, okay? Young boys too, but it's really the young girls we need to watch, okay? Y'all start dating, you know, new people in your life, okay, and you know, you you let these new people, uh, these men inside of your home, okay, and you tend to trust these men. It don't have to be, exactly the new men. It could be any men in your life, in your family, your friends, neighbors, whoever. Y'all really needs to pay attention to y'all kids, you know, because some of these little girls is being touched by different men, okay? And these little girls is scared to come forward to you. Why? These men puts in their head, you bet not tell. If you tell, I will hurt mama, I will hurt whoever. And of course, these children is scared to come, tell you, you know, who is touching them. Y'all let y'all little girls sleep by their friend's house. Y'all don't know who is inside these people's house. You have to pay attention who your children is by, who your children is with. You know, just because they family members, okay, that's my uncle and my cousin, my brother, a friend of the family, neighbors. Oh, yeah, my daughter could go. I've been knowing my neighbor for a long time, him and his wife. Y'all don't know if these men is pedophiles. It's not like, they're gonna come to you and say, hey, I'm a pedophile. You better watch your daughters because I'm gonna touch them. Y'all really needs to pay attention to your kids. Y'all needs to have a bind with your kids. Talk to your girls. Did anybody, I mean anybody, touch y'all in such a way, you know? And you let them know. You don't have to be scared. You let mama know. You know what I'm saying? Let me worry about what is gonna happen. You know? And you constantly ask your children. Not once or twice. You ask them all the time, because you never know. Okay? You leave your children with family members. You going to work. You going on a trip. You going out to the clubs or whatever. You know, put that in your girl's head. Talk to me. Come to me. And you let them know, I will believe you. If you tell me somebody touch you, mama, stop running. Mama will believe you. Don't think I won't believe you. Let them know you will believe them. Because the person who is touching them, you never know if they say, your mama not gonna believe you. Your mama will never think I would do this to you. Hey, how you doing? You know, this is important. This is really, really important. You need to have a bind with your girls. You know, let your girls feel comfortable to tell you any and everything about their body if somebody is touching them in such a way. You know, these men, they could put it like they playing, you know, picking them up between they legs, putting them on the, you know, and they laughing. Hey, how you doing? Okay, you like, please subscribe too. I appreciate it. Uh, but this is very important. We really need to have a bond with our girls. You know, thank you, and hit that bell. Um, the reason why I say hit that bell because anytime I do stream, it will let you know. But yo, this is very, very, very important. You know, because some of these girls is getting touched and is scared to come to you because who is ever touching them, you know, is telling them, I don't care if you is gonna tell your mama. Your mama is not gonna believe you. Or they threaten them. If you do tell your mama, I would hurt your mama. I will kill your mama. You know, whoever you tell, I will hurt them. So it better be, you know, between me and you better not say nothing. You let your girls know. I don't care who it is. If somebody touch you, you know, in your private areas, your body parts, you know, let them, and you make sure you tell them it's okay to come tell me. I will protect you away from anybody who is trying to hurt you. You know, we as parents, we as parents, we don't want to believe that our family members will touch our girls, because you never heard of that person touching, a little girl. Okay, everybody don't open up to everybody. Some moms is just ashamed, scared. If I say something, what is gonna happen? You say something. You protect your girls. If they come to you, you make sure you protect them. And you let them know you is there to protect them and you will believe them. You know? Okay, so. And you're right about that. Everybody don't want to talk about that. I have 4 girls. I have 4 girls and 1 boy. And ladies, I don't care who it is. You know, do not let your girls sit on no man's lap. Cause I sees this. They be small. When they wanna play and they wanna jump, on a man's lap, you know. I believe you. I believe you. I really do believe you. You know, stop it. Um, that will happen. And your girls in their head, like, I want to tell my mama, but I'm scared. She said my mama not gonna believe me, my mama gonna whip me. And it's like, I don't want to get a whipping. and then they put into these children's heads is your fault. It's your fault why I'm touching you. You should never wore what you wore. You wanted me to touch you and be like, no, I didn't. Yes, you did, because you should never wore. They put in these children's heads like it's their fault. It's not these kids' fault. They's kids. Kids wants to be a kid. you know? And these kids is trusting these men. Why? Because you leave them with these men, you know? And it's like once you leave, they get molested. Your girls is really getting molested. And when do you find out? When they grown. I mean, it's like everything is just said and done. Whoever molests them, they probably be dead now. They probably be in jail. You probably can't even get in contact with them. You put that in your children's head. If anybody, I mean anybody, a man, a woman, you know, a boy or girl, whoever touch you in such a way, come tell mama. And you always let these children know, mama will believe you no matter what. I don't care if they say I'm not gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you. Why? Because I'm your mama. I'm here to protect you. And you let these girls know. Because it's like they scared. They don't know what to do. These girls is young. I mean, it's like, it's sad. These men be forcing themselves on these little girls, especially the teenagers. It's just like, it's ridiculous. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be said. You know, always ask your children. Always. You sit them down, and when you talk to them, make sure you talk to them by themselves. Nobody around. Because if you talk to them and somebody's around, they is not. It's gonna come forward. And especially the man, who is molesting them, and he right there, it could be your boyfriend, your husband, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, a neighbor. Y'all tends to let y'all girls sleep by their friends. Be like, okay, they just going by their friends. Y'all do not know who is in these people's houses. You know what I'm saying? Protect your girls. Your girls need you. And if somebody is doing them that and is scared to say, just imagine they doing it over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, it could be anybody. A man, a woman, a boy, a girl. I mean, people is just outrageous these days. You know? If y'all sit down and y'all listen, look at the news, you know, look at social media, because some women, you know, they come out and they say what happened to them when they was a child. So that means they had to be being molested all their life, all day life. And it's like, it was a routine. They got used of it. They got so used of it, they start liking it. It's like, this has happened to me every day. Every time my mom go to work. You know, every time my mama, you know, go travel. Well, you gonna go by your auntie and your uncle, you know, and listen to your children. When you say you gonna go by your auntie and your uncle, you know, I'm gonna be gone a weekend. They be like, no, mama, I don't wanna stay. Can I go somewhere else? No, you gonna go over there. Mm-mm. Listen to your children when they tell you, you know, certain things. You know, I mean, and you honestly think that's funny? Baby, you get off my channel. Get off my channel. Mm-mm. I can't handle you. You on for 24 hours. Mm-mm. And he's laughing like it's funny. You know? Yo, this is your babies. You know? Well, I'm sorry he did. But what we focusing on right now is children being molested, you know, by different people. Think for the heart. And they're scared. You know, these babies is scared to come forward. You don't know what these men, what these ladies is doing, these children. They putting fear inside of them. If you say something, I will do this or I will do that, and your mom ain't gonna believe you. And if you do, your mom gonna whip you because you gonna embarrass her. You know, and the first thing these children is saying in their head, I don't want no whipping. It probably be true. You know what I'm saying? And in their head, oh, my mama fuss about any and everything anyway, so it is true. If I tell her, I might get a whooping, a bad whooping. You know, you looking at your children, and it's like, what's the matter? Nothing. You know something is wrong with your children. If you ask your children, what's the matter, and they tell you nothing, and you know something is wrong, get in their life. You know, you make your children feel comfortable. You make your children trust you. It's just a shame. You know, I don't like it. It's a shame. You know, and these men and these women is ruining these little girls' life. That's why they grow up and you wonder why my child is gay. And then when they get older, then they come forward to you. Well, you want me to tell you the reason why I'm gay? Why, baby? Because, you know, Aunt Clara, you know, every time you leave me over there, she used to touch me. She used to make me do this and make me, and don't think you gonna do is cry. What you're crying is not gonna help. Your crying cannot take that away from your child. What happened numerous times over and over and over, your child have to deal with this. Mothers, protect your girls, protect your boys too. But these men like to play with girls, and the first thing they do when they small and they getting older, they put them on their doggone lap. And then, you know, they sit them right there. See my girls? Oh, no. Mm-mm. My girls could not sit on their daddy lap. Their daddy did not allow that. Yeah, they used to try, and their daddy used to tell them, "You not sitting on my lap, and I bet not catch you on no man or no woman's lap. If you want to sit on somebody's lap, sit on your mama lap." And I used to tell them, "Sit on my lap." You cannot trust nobody. You can't trust nobody with your kids these days. You know, people is really corrupt. They don't care about your own children. You know? And then some of these little girls, you know, they small and they have shapes. You know, they have nice shapes. And they be young. And they wear these little tights or whatever. These men is looking at these little girls. And in your head, you're like, that's a child. They ain't gonna do that to a child. You know, I know him. I know her. You don't know what's going on with your child because you and your child, you know, don't have, uh, um, y'all don't have communication with each other. Y'all don't have a bind with each other. You never ask your child, did somebody touch you in such a way? Put it down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my gosh, when you do find out, you know, like I say, something needs to be said and something needs to be done. And y'all know. Stop letting this happen to y'all babies. And then some of y'all, when you do find out, what you do? Sweep it on under the carpet. Don't tell nobody. You know, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And these children sitting down looking at you like, okay, you never done nothing. And you know what? You still leave them with certain people. And so what you think happening to your children? Your children is being molested over and over and over and over. How do you feel when your children is grown and they come out and they tell you, Mama, you know, even they daddies molest these children. You know, these children is, they're gonna protect. I mean, they is gonna, you know, look at their mamas and their daddies like, okay, they're gonna protect me. You know, and the daddy's making it seem like it's okay, you know, and they doing it while it's small, on up, on up, on up. You know, I mean, it's, no, I never been molested. And none of my girls never been molested. Why? Because I kept them close to me. Oh, my grandmother taught me that when I was small. Don't you ever sit on nobody, no man lap. You better not sit on no woman lap. You want to sit on the floor, on the sofa, on the chair. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. Hello to everybody. You know, it's like, come on. You know, come on. Why is, you know, they doing people this? Children. You know, just, I don't want to say picture, but it is what it is, you know. Just picture your own child getting molested and your child was just crying for you. And you never around. Why? Because you keep leaving this child by, you know, different people. I just can't imagine how these children feeling. A man is on top of them. A man is just playing with they private parts. These children are used to that. Now these children have to get used to it. Why? Because you keep believing in by different people's house. It's like, come on. Ask your children. Ask your children, is something going on? When you see your children acting funny around a man, a certain man or a certain woman, you know, you pull your child on the side and say, what's going on? I see you acting kind of funny behind so and so. It's okay. Did so and so touch you in a such way? Did they touch you in your private parts? You know, up here, your backside, your front side, whatever. You know, do they make you sit on their lap? Did they pick you up between your legs? You have to ask your children certain things, because if you don't, they're not gonna just come out and tell you because they're scared. These is children we is talking about. You know, some of these children is what, teenagers, and they scared. They being molested. These children don't want that. These children do not want that, y'all. Y'all, we have to protect our children. Nobody wants to talk about that, but I'm gonna talk about it today because something needs to be said and something needs to be done, because I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of seeing it. You know, I get on, when I do get on social media, you know, I sit there and I listen to a couple of ladies with their story. They, okay, one of them, they told their mama, and their mama said, stop lying. He is not like that. That's your uncle. And they made the uncle come in front of her and say, I did you what? Okay, that y'all scared. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Tyrone. Mm-hmm. I see you back. Um, Y'all, we have to get in our kids' life. That's our daughters. Somebody is molesting. God forbid, I hope it's not your daughter, your cousin, your sister, your neighbor. Yes, I remember you. Are you okay now, baby? Y'all, y'all know I talk about any and everything. Y'all know I like having fun on my own channel. But y'all, this needs to be said. You know, pay attention, ladies. Mothers. Mothers with girls. Protect your girls. Talk to your girls. Let your girls know you love them. Let your girls know you will believe them if anybody, I mean anybody, who would touch them in such a way. Because who really wants to be living like that? Soon as my mama goes, I'm getting, you know, he's touching me, you know, he's putting himself in me or whatever. Protect your children. See my girl? When my girl sneeze, you be like, girl, you sneeze on me too much. That's how close. That's just an example. You know, not Liberty don't be close like that, but that's just an example. I kept my girls close to me. Mm. Sleeping by a friend's house, oh no. Mm. You know, I thank God I never, my daddy didn't play that. Mm-mm. My daddy didn't play that. I couldn't sleep by no my friends' house, even though I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie. You outside playing with your friends at school with your friends. You want to go to your friend's birthday, and then they got to sleep over you, and you be like, no, you can't go. And you be like, I'm the only one not gonna go. I'm not going. I thank God my daddy told me no. I thank God my daddy told me no. I thank God my mama didn't just bring me by no any and everybody house, who would do such a thing to me. Y'all please protect your girls. You know, if your girls are acting kind of, different around certain people, look into that. Don't go towards talk to nobody besides your girls. And do not, ask your girls in front of nobody because they is not gonna tell you. No, they're not gonna tell you. They're gonna keep it inside. And every time you leave, you see them cry. Baby, why you crying? I don't know because I don't want to be here. Okay, mama, just gonna be as soon as I get off from work, I promise I'm gonna come and get you. Be like, oh, please don't leave me here. And it's like that's your only, person who's gonna watch you on job. Well, guess what? That means you need to do something a little different. You know? Mm-mm. Oh, I ain't play that. Oh, I ain't play, baby. Y'all. If y'all know me, oh, I ain't. Mm. No, I have 4 girls. And they will tell you the oldest one. It's not funny, but the oldest one would be like, well, mama, when I was small, I wanted to sleep by my friend's house, baby. No, mama didn't trust. Baby, I didn't trust nobody. Not with my girls. Excuse me. Not with my girls. Mm-mm. My girls wasn't sleeping by nobody house. I don't know who is at your friend house. My head is just messed up. And as I was small, I used to always say, my daddy mean, he'll never let me sleep at my friend's house. Rest in peace, but thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Dad. Baby, my daddy didn't play that. You better play with them little girls outside, and then you tell them good night. You'll see them tomorrow. But you need to sleep by the household. Whatever you could do by the house, you could do outside. But y'all needs to get it together with y'all girls. I mean, if y'all love y'all girls, protect them. Let your girls know. Right. Let you know. Let your girls know. Um, you is there for them. If anybody try to touch them in a certain way, or they's taking a bath and they got a man, you know, coming in the bathroom with them. Mm-mm. Oh no, baby. You come tell me. You come tell me. hold on, y'all. No, protect your kids. You know, your girls need you. I don't care how they get on your nerves. And you're like, you know what? Ooh, I should have let you sleep by your doggone friend house. You know, I could have got a break. Make them go in their room. Look at TV. Close your door. Close your door if you have to. Because, yo, this is real. You know, nobody wants to talk about this. Nobody wants to talk about this. But somebody needs to. Somebody needs to protect these babies. They getting molested by your boyfriend, by your husband, by your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your neighbor. You know, you let your children go sleep at somebody else, and you know what? They get molested. Yo, some, some, nah. Who agree with me? Put it in the comments. You know, we needs to share this. We needs to start talking, you know, amongst, I'm not playing with you, look at. Um, you know, talking, you know, amongst other mothers. You know, what if that happened to your daughter? What would you would have done? Baby, y'all, it wouldn't be nice. It wouldn't be nice. They would have to go to, I would try to push for them to do life. You would, a man will destroy a child's life. I'm, you know, touching him. You know, their mama come in the bathroom and what they do, mama. So you know about a man they don't know, or a man they do know. They don't want nobody looking at them. You know, like I say, you know, these children get molested every day. You know, every day, day after day after, these children is just gonna get used to it and be like, you know what? I mean, hey, I can't say nothing. I just got to deal with it, you know. And then they start liking it. It's like they force to like it, force to like it. You know, I mean, I don't know. My daughter is 13 years old. I think I will flip out. She come to me. But baby, I protect that. 9 days. 9 days. You got to be even stricter. You know, you have to be even stricter. Be like, baby. I tell my daughter, she be like, no, mama, okay, I will take, no, don't do me that. You let mama know. And baby, I don't care what they tell you. You come tell me. I will make sure they go to jail for a long time. And yes, and y'all do what y'all have to do to put these pedophiles, molesters away. Y'all wouldn't like it. So why y'all bring y'all children by different men? They cry, I don't want to stay here. You make them. Y'all, huh?
Where is it?
Exit. Y'all. I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind. Knowing my daughter. No, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But knowing somebody molested a child. Yo, it's just, it's like these people act like it's normal. You know, they act like it's normal. They just up and just do this to a child. You know, and like a child really supposed to take it. These children don't deserve that. Yeah. These children do not deserve that. Okay? When is y'all gonna stop protecting these children? It's like they can't protect themselves. They looks up to you. Huh? Y'all, um, they looks up to y'all. And you know, y'all not doing nothing. You know, y'all not helping them. You know, I mean, they crying. They crying for a reason. They crying for a reason why they don't want to stay there. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. I just don't understand, you know, mothers. You know, y'all be trusting these different men, you know, around y'all girls, letting the girls, you know, sit on these men's lap and then sit on these men's private part. And you be like, oh, that's just a child. You don't know if this man is getting hard. Y'all don't know if this man is getting excited. This baby could be 4 years old. He got, you know, people is screwed up in the head. You know? You cold. Here, get a sheet. Y'all, I don't care who it is. I don't care who child it is. If y'all knows a child is being molested, call the police. You know, don't worry about what the mama say. You know, well, no, we're not gonna worry about it because we don't want everybody in our business. Call the police. Have him or her arrested. It is what it is. Mm-mm. You know, no, we're not having that. Mm-mm. No. You know, no, we're not having that. We're gonna do it this way and this how it's gonna go. You know, you needs to just stop. So y'all, I don't know. Yo, let's take a moment of silence to just pray and think about the hold on. Now, we need to start, coming together. Coming together as mothers. Because some mothers don't know what to do. Some mothers don't know what to do. If somebody touches your child, you go to the police. You have them arrested. It's nothing to think about. It's nothing to talk to him about or her. You touched my child. You violated my child. Have them arrested. No. Be like, no, I don't want to talk. Look what you did, my child. Well, I'm sorry, but I wasn't thinking. You needs to go to jail for a long time. And yeah, when they go to jail, oh, the men or them women in jail, oh, they gonna get them. Just how that baby felt, they gonna feel even worse. So if they never been touched, so when they go to jail, they better get used to being touched. Why? Because these men is gonna touch them where they don't want to be touched at. How about that? But some of these women need to start believing their children when their children tell you they've been touched. You know when you're gonna believe it? When you bring your child to the doctor for exam. And the doctor is gonna say, this child been touched multiple times. Oh, the doctor knows. Oh yeah, the doctor knows when a child been touched because the child be close. And these perverts just, oh, y'all, y'all, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. It's like, wow, how could you do that to an innocent child who cannot defend herself? She can't even go to her mama. Because the mama not gonna believe what? Really? So, I mean, who is going to stand for this child? Who's going to protect this child? Who's going to be this child's voice? She tells you, you stand and you protect her. Oh, you won't touch this child? Well, guess what? When you go to jail, stand before these other men. And I wish they ripped your booty hole apart. 5 of them need to go in there. Because it's ridiculous. These children, some of these men, they ruin these children's lives. These children can't even have children of their own because they've been violated, they've been bust open. Some of these children got to get surgery. Y'all, I get so tired of hearing it. Y'all, these children is innocent. And look what they got to go through. My gosh. Where's the morals in these men? They got all these ladies who will give themselves up to a man. No. He want something is close, but gonna ruin that poor child life. Y'all, I remember one time, it was years ago, a man had sex with a 3-year-old and killed her. She couldn't bear the pain of him going inside of her. He killed this child. Where was the mama? What was the mama? These children. Yo, I don't want to get upset. I just want to sit down and, discuss this. But I see nobody wants to discuss that with me. But it is what it is. This is happening. And now, God forbid, I hope it never happened to one of y'all children. Look up. No, you're not. Didn't I just tell you that? Didn't I just tell you that? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so what are you doing? You say, no, I'm not. What are you doing? What are you doing? You didn't get up and go to the bathroom. Don't me. No. I'm not playing with you. You're not sleeping on my carpet.